For new talents, Tangen Thomas, Fabiano Deco, Angwan Benson, Tabe Edward, Kisop Bertin, Kechawa Silva, Kuala Malvan.
Just please look at our condition of detention in this bunker. This is the worst bunker you can imagine. With an asbestos pen that will surely give us cancer in less than 6 months. There is no window. Just look at the terrible condition. No light, no water. In fact, if you look at our toilet, you pity us. Just imagine the condition the Republic government is putting us, Southern Cameroonians. It's terrible. Really look at that one and where we have to ease ourselves. Even animals have more better life.
Since our leaders were kidnapped and taken into jails in La République du Cameroon, held under very terrible conditions. It is now 16 days that a brother, a father, a compatriot, comrade Asa Patrick Ndango and the 11 apostles of our struggle remain in a bunker without electricity, without water, without windows, with terrible toiletry conditions, and are undergoing a hunger strike in order to expose the plight of the many hundreds of our people held up in different cells around La République, most of them still not known by their families exactly where they are. Fellow citizens of our land, from the State House we come to you today in dark clothes, in pain, in anguish, given the conditions under which our people continue to be held. We still wonder whether the international community has been picking the tips and bits of this as have been aired on channels like CNN. It is now 16 days. 16 days of hunger strike to send a message to the world that they are ready to pay the ultimate price if paying the price would mean that their land, Amber land, will regain its freedom. The Governing Council had a meeting on Sunday, the 20th of August, in which they reviewed struggle and looked forward towards the next 39 days, 39 defining days towards the 1st of October. And in the communique signed by His Excellency Sisiko Ayok Tabe, 3 things stood out. The first one, he called upon citizens of our land to commemorate the Legnos gas disaster that took place on the 21st of August, some 31 years ago. The leader of our nation sent a particular message to the people of Nyos the people of Cha, and the people of Sabon, those living around 25 to 30 kilometers away from Lake Nyos, that tested the cold hands of death when there was a silent death cloud that swam through their villages and ate away from them loved ones. We would remember people like Monica Lomgang, who lost 53 or 56 of her family members. Pa David Cha Wambeng, who lost almost every member of his family. Prudentia Gang, and more than 45,000 of our people that were displaced. The leader of our nation sends to you the following message, and I want to read it verbatim et lecture. To our brothers and sisters in Nyos and the neighboring environments, I say this: Ambazonia, your country, has never forgotten you. All these years we have shared your pain, and even though we will never be able to fully comprehend the depth of your anguish, we bear witness to the injustice you have suffered. I, Sisiko Ayoktabe, want you to know today that this nation is in your debt. We will correct the errors of the past and work with you on the road to recovery. Citizens of our land, I picked up a comment made by one of the funds of the Nyos area, Fongwe Emmanuel. He lamented that for over 31 years they've been waiting for this government to respect its promise, especially after delegation upon delegation. The La République du Cameroon government has sent people to our land and deceived our people, telling them that it was now time for them to go back, promising them they would build them houses so that they could resettle them. It's 31 years, our people are still waiting. From the governing council, we want to send a message of comfort to the survivors. And of course, to those that lost their lives, you could know that the governing council had put a call that Monday was a day that we all will remember the fallen amongst us. In normal countries, you will expect government to have short, medium, and long-term solutions. But as you know, our people are long neglected. We have a government, we had a government that really doesn't care about what it used to call its own. And so from the governing council, we are telling you that as you get back home, your 31 years of anguish is a debt to the Ambazonian government. We promise you that we will come to you. We promise you that we'll look after you. We promise you that the failed promises of the colonizer, the failed promises of the terrorist government of Yaoundé will be a thing of the past. We want to thank our citizens in the homeland, our citizens around the diaspora that had stretched a hand and said a word of prayer towards survivors of this accident of historic proportion, the deadliest in the history of Africa, to say the least. In the release by His Excellency, the Chairman of the Governing Council, Sisiko Ayoktabe, today the 19th was declared as a day of national mourning. And I sit and present myself here in black as a symbol of the representation of the pain that we in the Governing Council feel and the people of our land, to compatriots that fell on the terrible roads of Moyoka Ekona in F.R.A County. It is a very terrible thing that a land that is blessed with so much natural and human resources, a land that can give its people the best of the best, is starved completely of infrastructure. How many more of our people are we going to see them die carelessly from accidents that we would largely say are preventable? Today was a day of national mourning. We give thanks to all our citizens, friends of Ambazonia, that supported a call and showed love to these families. To the families that lost loved ones, there is an eloquent message from the chairman and president of our nation and the leaders of the governing council that we feel your pain, that the outpouring of messages of condolences from across the Ambazonian nation, at home and abroad, should give you comfort that we are one today, we will be one tomorrow, and Ambazonia will remain that. Citizens of Ambaland, we are promising that the Ambazonian government, your government to be, will be a caring government. And we know what caring governments do. When you lose 19 citizens, 19, not one, what would happen in civilized countries is the president will come to Moyoka, to Ekona, and meet families that suffered that kind of a loss. Condone with them physically. The governor of the province will be there within hours. And I'm talking of a maximum of 3 hours. Not to talk of the delegate and other state officials. You would bear us witness that our story in Ambazonia is different. But we give you the Ambazonian promise. The promise where government leaders will be there to serve you and not to lord over you. Our brothers and sisters, in the Ambazonian fashion, we say Asha. We call upon our citizens around the affected to extend real Amba love to them. We equally announce from the governing council that the GoFund project that has been launched by the ministry to support victims should be embraced by all the citizens of our land and our friends. It is in a time like this that you show love for brother and sister. It is in a time like this that you show compassion for brother and sister. So we call upon every Amba citizen, wherever they are, to chip in a contribution so that we could extend a hand of fellowship to the families that lost 19 of their loved ones. The president of our nation equally advised that as we move through this transition into the Republic of Ambazonia, let us be careful on the death traps we call roads. Let us be careful on these death traps because we are tired of losing our citizens. We want this to be a thing of the past. We want to be able to guarantee our citizens as we move into Ambaland that infrastructure will be the cornerstone of not only your interim government, but without doubt, subsequent governments of the Ambazonian people. That we will ensure that our citizens' protection and security becomes something that the government takes very dear to its heart. So those of you that did not observe the day of national commemoration, the 21st, for the Legnos victims, as well as today, the 22nd of August, the day of national mourning for the many of our citizens that lost their lives on death trap roads, we ask you to find time and submit to that national call. The third and very important aspect that came out of the release of the Governing Council is that Wednesday, the 23rd of August, tomorrow, has been declared a national ghost town day across the territory of the Southern Cameroons. We want you to remember that we are counting down to the 1st of October. And you must remember today's day number 39. We want to move from Mami Water ghost towns like announced to Mami Water ghost towns. Ghost towns that have never been seen or imagined in our land. We want to tell our people that that is law from the Governing Council. We therefore expect no shops to be open, nobody to go to work, no cars on the road, no Okada riders. We want our people to stay at home. Stay at home and be safe. We know that the gun-toting gendarmes, military personnel, and Secret Service colonizers, agents, are in our midst. But there's one weapon you'd use to beat them. And that weapon is non-violence. The one weapon history holds as the most successful weapon that has been used to bring down any terrorist and dictatorial government. You know our leaders have trusted your resolve to see that Amber land is free. You know our leaders continue to give you thanks as you encourage them to keep pronouncing the ghost towns, and you submit to those calls by respecting them. Citizens of our land, ghost towns remain one of the most powerful weapons that has embarrassed this government, has exposed this government, and has taught them a lesson that is something Ambazonians have that they do not have. They have guns, we've got people power. I want to repeat that again. They've got guns, but we've got people power. And because we have got people power, we are saying from the Governing Council that the people shall govern. The people shall govern because there are no amount of bullets, guns, and bombs that have ever defeated the people. Go and do your research. It is recorded in historic facts. So these ghost towns are a tool that will continue. The 23rd of August, Wednesday, which is tomorrow, it must be Mami Water ghost towns. Send messages to all your family members. Send messages to all your friends. The Ambazonian dream requires all of us to give maximum sacrifice. And you know what? Peaceful resistance is something we can all give. That's something we can all give. On the 28th of August, which is next week on Monday, we will have another Mami Water ghost towns. So this is proof that the Governing Council is a pupil-centered leadership. This is proof that the Governing Council listens to its people. This is proof that this struggle is not a leader-led struggle. It is a people-led struggle. We pronounced that ghost towns will go to 3 days. You called in, you made your inputs, and you gave us direction. We have no doubt, as is pronounced in the release of the Governing Council, that as the days go ahead, if there is need that we increase the ghost town from 1 day to 2 days to 3 days to even a whole week, you will respect that. Because you would know that is a tactic and a tool to push out the colonizer out of our country. Fellow countrymen, one of the best ways to strip away power from a dictatorial regime is to suck out the life from where it gets its power, is to refuse to give them the right to exercise power on you. And over the last 9 months, our people have taught La République du Cameroon a lesson. You have told them that you are a people, you have a nation, you have a leadership, and only that leadership can give you directions and instructions to follow. You have told La République du Cameroon that the lordship over our land, 57 years going, has now finally been buried. It has come to an end. Fellow citizens of our land, I want to use tonight and talk about nonviolence. Because many of our people, the wisdom that comes with nonviolence as a strategy to free our people. Let it be known that all our frontline movements, none of our frontline movements have declared war, have set up an army, bought guns, and have started attacking territory. Worst case, the territory of our opponents. Let it be known that we understand the game. We know the plight of our people. We know the yearning for freedom. And as leadership, the governing council sends a message that the Amber Promise is true, that Boya is true, a free Amber land is true, and nobody would stop that. And that will be delivered by all of us, leaders and our people. Our diplomatic efforts continue to be entrenched, and we are making wonderful gains. The internationalization of our struggle continues to surprise many, especially in speed, at which our case is being heard and the pressure being put on Yaoundé. The legal evidence continues to grow, and of course, our people have been called to stand up and defend our land. That we call self-defense. Remember that there is a difference between self-defense and conventional war. None of our leaders have called for conventional war against La République du Cameroon, but we have promised La République du Cameroon that we will push them out of our land. Yes, we will push them. There are many tools we're going to use. There are definitely many tools we're going to use, and all of this would encapsulate around the concept of our struggle, which is self-defense, which is non-violence, which is diplomacy, and which is the law. Fellow citizens of our land, why must we all embrace non-violence as a message from the governing council? Think about our sisters and daughters that were raped in the University of Boya, raped in Kumba, and the many more that have been raped all over our national territory. Think about our brothers and sisters locked up under terrible conditions in the colonizer's country, without windows, without light, without water, without toiletry conditions. Think about the brothers and sisters that remain unaccounted for. The question we ask you from the governing council is, if this is your brother, if this is your sister, how long will you continue to resist the occupier, the colonizer, this terrorist government? Think about Comrade Ndango, the one man who took ultimate risk to shoot the video that has shocked the world. What a shame, La République du Cameroon. What a shame. This day and age, in the 21st century. Even the laws of war say prisoners should be treated like human beings and given dignity they deserve. What a shame. To the people of our land, we call upon you to be in prayers. It is now 16 days, our compatriots continue the hunger strike. La Republic will be tight if any of our citizens falls dead as a result of your barbaric acts. We continue to call upon you to immediately and unconditionally release our people. He who prevents peaceful revolution will be charged for violent resistance. But let the people know that any violence perpetrated in our land, orchestrated by La Republique, will never be in our name. Because violence will never stop the Ambazonian dream. Violence will never stop the Ambazonian people from freeing their land. Fellow citizens of Ambaland, why must we continue the non-violent crusade? How many of our brothers and sisters remain scattered around the world as refugees? To some of you who have been refugees, you would understand what we're talking about as leadership. To those of you who've never been refugees, I'm going to give you a picture of that. You sleep in the night, and as you're planning to go to work, something happens, and you need to run away from your house with slippers, a pair of trousers, and a shirt, probably with nothing to keep yourself warm, probably with no money. Then you find yourself in a foreign land. You find yourself in Nigeria. You find yourself in Libya, wherever. You know nobody. You have no house. You've got no money on you. You have no job. And at the same time, you've got a wife, you've got kids, and you've got family that depends on you. Fellow citizens of Ambaland, that is the fate of your brothers, your sisters, my brothers, my sisters, scattered around the world because of the tyrannic acts of this barbaric government, chasing our people for daring to ask what is theirs. That is the fate that has pushed our leaders, like the vice chairperson of the governing council, people like John Baakuru, people like our own very Barrister Naloa, who love this place, people like Barrister Eyambe, and so many of them, Ekili, and I can name Van Ava. I feel pain when I talk about this on a personal note. And I can assure you that as the governing council sat, an analysis of the state of our people scattered around the world as refugees on exile pained us so much. We call upon citizens of Ambaland in the diaspora to take particular attention. It is your responsibility to continue to ensure that you give them a roof, you give them food, you give them hope, because they are out there as freedom fighters. They are out there as true Ambazonians that choose to stand on the cause of justice as opposed to join in the many that would prefer to die in La Republic as slaves, even when they know that generation upon generation they can only move from second to third to fourth class citizens. But we say not in our name, because Ambaland has risen and we will be crossing the bridge to a free Ambaland, and a restoration is assured. We call upon all our citizens on exile to hold strong, because they stood for justice. The governing council understands your pain, and they send a message to you that it wouldn't be too long again. It wouldn't be too long again. Let us not fall prey to the continuous mischiefs of recolonization. They have colonized our educational system, mistaught our children, and made our own educational system worthless. The political GCE that was released was just one of the darkest hours in the life of our Anglo-Saxon system. And from the governing council, we condemn that. We condemn it very strongly. Let us not fall prey to the conspiracies of the British and the French. And we call upon them to know that we are free people. And that from the governing council, the cosmetic fake experiment of Fumban, the illegal meeting of Fumban that took place, that led to the demise of this illegal union, banya, whatever you call it, we're telling them that they still have time to correct their wrongs. It's 57 years of suppressing and oppressing our people. It's 57 years of raping and destroying the dignity of our people. It's 57 years of desecrating our land with the brutality of the French. It's 57 years of destroying our land and making the land. We still want to send a message and an olive branch to Yaoundé. We want to tell Yaoundé that you are a specialist. La République du Cameroon, you never missed an opportunity to miss the opportunity. You never miss an opportunity to miss the opportunity. You missed that in November. You missed it in October. You missed it in December. And you made the worst error by desecrating and eventually terminating this illegal union when you arrested our leaders and compatriots and our people on the 17th of January 2017. We are giving you yet another opportunity to come back to the dialogue table. We want to insist that our revolution is non-violent, because from the governing council of our country and rule cops, we do not want a hair lost from any of our compatriots. And without a doubt, we can sit down around the table as civilized people and ensure that the illegal meeting that took place in Fumban in 1961 is replicated now in a legal framework with the right parties. Let it be known, let us have it on record that in Fumban we did not have Britain, in Fumban we did not have the United Nations. And so from the governing council and on behalf of the Southern Cameroon people, we hold these countries accountable for the genocide that is taking place in our land. We hold these countries accountable jointly as accomplices for the pain that our people are going through. And we say there is still room for you to correct that. We are still waiting upon you to condemn the terrible conditions, bunker-like and so on, that our people are being held in. We are still waiting upon you, the international community, Amnesty International, the United Nations, African Union, friendly countries, and organizations in the world that stand to defend the interests of human beings, free human beings in the 21st century. We are still waiting upon you, and that's a clarion call from the governing council to call La République du Cameroon, call Mr. Biya, the president of that country, to book on the terrible crimes against humanity that have been perpetrated against our people, and ensure that investigations are conducted and the perpetrators are booked, especially in international criminal courts. So we want to assure our people that our victory is assured. Nobody can stop that. It's 39 days to Boya. Let it be known that the most powerful weapon that can destroy any government, like I said before, is people power. You have it. You have a right to deny them the right to exercise power over you. You have a right to govern yourself, and this is the time. So as we move into non-violence, what are some of the tools that we have been using and which we continue to encourage you to use? in addition to denying La République du Cameroon the power to govern us. The second tool, fellow citizens of our land, is to deny La République du Cameroon their propaganda machinery. Government propaganda, especially through their spokesman Chiruma, has been the worst of its case, specialists in telling lies. We thank God for SCBC with ethical principles to always bring the truth to our people, but nothing but the truth. Other principles that we have been using that are very strong and recognized internationally as non-violence principles would be things like our own national flag, the putting on of, Southern Cameroon t-shirts, just ensuring that the symbol of the Southern Cameroons, whether it's in a national anthem or flags or t-shirts or whatever, are displayed everywhere. We encourage our citizens to continue to do that. And of course, we use this platform from the Governing Council to again send special words of thanks to all compatriots in the United Kingdom who disgraced the La République du Cameroon slave boys who came there to misinform those who care to listen to lies on the international community. We send the same thanks to our compatriots in Canada. You were just wonderful. The same thanks to our compatriots in Belgium. The same thanks to our compatriots in South Africa, in the US. And we ask our people wherever they are that they know the Ambazonian message. And when these tourists come to your shore, remind them to go back to their master and give their master our 4 conditions. Immediately release our leaders, it's unconditional. Take away your brutal gendarmes, military personnel, and colonial administrators from our land, because you have no right to govern us again. And of course, ensure that you get investigations instituted as soon as possible with international parties. So all those that raped and killed our people commando style are brought to book. And the 4th and most important one is get to the dialogue table. If you want Ambazonia to get into war mode, too bad for you. Non-violence is the tool we will use to bring you down. We celebrate our leaders for making that choice. We have done enough global research. And citizens of Ambaland, you have to believe me. You have to believe the Governing Council that there's no tool that beats any government, that can bring down any dictator, any colonizer, than, peaceful, non-violent resistance. So some of the tools that we continue to deploy and teach the opponent, teach the colonizer, that we control our land, as Sparta had declared right from inside Bamenda in December, would be the protests, the demonstrations, and the strikes. And of course, we give thanks to all that are playing a part in that regard. Citizens of our land, there is another very important tool that many of you might have not known. Prayers and worship are one of the most powerful tools used in non-violence resistance. Prayers and worship. So from the Governing Council, we use this opportunity to send a word of thanks to the church, to the clergy, to all the citizens of our land who've spent so much time fasting and praying for this struggle, who do it day and night, to the many of you who have carried out long fast just to ensure that the hand of God that took us here takes us to the end of the journey. We encourage all our people to get into prayers and worship, knowing that this is an appointed time, that God decided that at this hour, after learning over 57 years all the wrong things we must never take back into our country, we can create an amber promise, an amber land that is second to none on the African continent. Yes, the president said the 57 years of servitude was indeed an experimental time for us to choose bad from good, to choose evil from good. And of course, as we move into Amberland, evil will live with us and good will be taken into Amberland. Fellow citizens of our country, other mechanisms that you have been encouraged to use would be your important place when you hit them as per the call of the governing council, your leadership, or your whistles that we asked every citizen of Amberland to buy. Those are wonderful, peaceful, non-violent methods that we must use. Remember that we could make a pronouncement to say, they have their soldiers on our roads waiting to suck our blood. Nobody gets onto the road, lock your doors and just blow your whistle from inside. You've not abused anybody, you're not in a crowd, and anybody who breaks your door, anybody who molests you, we can ensure that the International Court of Justice becomes a party to those kind of cases. Of course, other means would be you stop going to work. At some point you tell yourself, enough is enough and I cannot continue to support this government. Harvesting from the resources of our country, using the same resources to buy bullets and guns, killing, raping, and maiming our people. So you could take a personal decision to say, I cannot work for this government again, and I've come to the end of the road. And let it be known that many people in the police and in the military actually are equally part of this non-violent resistance we called and our people are respecting so much. Why do I say that? A policeman in Ambazonia was asked, during the protest, why did you not shoot? And this was his answer. Why did you expect me to shoot? Everybody in my house supports this struggle. I suspected my wife or my children were inside the crowd. Only a mad person would shoot at their own family. So to our citizens that do not have evidence of brutalizing our compatriots, let it be known that they might really be part of us. And they will join us just at the right time. There's some scary statistics I would like to share with our viewers and citizens of our land. From 1900 till this day, an analysis was conducted to compare the success of violent revolution through conventional war and peaceful revolution. And the results of that research were scary. Peaceful revolution, non-violent revolution showed a success rate which was 2 times more than violent revolution. And it was very clear that from countries that pushed away colonizers through peaceful resolution, it became more easy for them to have a democratic society because bloodthirsty warlords had not consumed the brains of people and brainwashed them to become subhuman beings. So fellow citizens of our land, it is proven that non-violent revolution is a better weapon. It's a more forceful weapon. It is actually stronger using a powerful pen than using an AK-47. If you know when to use it, you know where to use it, and you use it effectively. A research was conducted over the last 35 years, and it was discovered that of the 65 conflicts that have taken place recently, peaceful and warlike, the most successful have been 50 of the peaceful ones compared to 16 of the violent ones that led to whole destruction of generations. So we bring you this news from the governing council so you understand that when we call for ghost towns, and like Pastor Sang had always said, stay indoors, and we're telling parents, keep your children indoors, that is because we want to counter evil with good. We want to ensure that as La République du Cameroon deploys their killing machines in our towns, on our roads, and in our villages, we keep our people safe in our houses. We put serious unbearable costs on them because they move their military into our land, they feed them, they clothe them, they house them, they look for people to shoot, but they cannot find. So this revolution will remain non-violent. It will remain non-violent. We call on our people that as it remains non-violent, they must continue to send a message to Yaoundé that we have a right to self-defense. And that begins with buying a whistle. That begins with being your neighbor's keeper. That begins with being alert. If you hear a whistle being blown, you must immediately get out. You hear where that whistle is blowing, and yours must be in your mouth. Remember what we did in the 90s? No Amba citizen can be arrested by a colonizer out of Amba land again. Make sure that it becomes so difficult for them to perpetrate their diabolic plans in our land. We want to declare again, no blood on Amba land. Not in our name. Not in our name. We want to send a clear message to Yaoundé that you know the truth. You know that it's been 57 years of a lie. It's been 57 years of a fake union. Pa Mulanji Njoli Tumbe said, Njumba no be married. Njumba no be married. So our people are tired. Our people say it's enough. As I close, citizens of Amba land, I want to remind you of the Amba promise. To our people at home, we promise you there will be change. Yes, we will as a people. Yes, we will as a people work together to host our flag, sing a national anthem, and declare it a new dawn. Yes, we will as a people continue to resist the occupier until they pack their bags away, even if that means getting the international community to send a strong message to them. Yes, we will continue to be each other's keeper. And yes, we will continue to resist them until Amba land is free. I thank you for listening. I'm Milton Taka, the Southern Cameroon's Ambazonian Governing Council spokesperson for Africa. Long live the Southern Cameroons. Long live Ambazonia. God bless you. And now an open room for questions, comments. So this is press hour. Citizens of our land, wherever you are, when you call into studio, please give us your name, your location, and give us your message. Remember that as soon as you call, we will listen to you. Just please carry on. And if I'm not able to get you in studio, I'll make that announcement. And while we await our first caller, I want to thank all the citizens in the homeland for the wonderful work they're doing. We feel your pain. To our younger ones, to our children of school-going age, we feel your pain. But in the next few days, you will be having the head of the Southern Cameroon's Ambazonian Educational Board presenting an educational alternative we promised. We have a first call on the line. Hello, caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm Mr. Zubepe calling from Germany.
Wonderful. Carry on, please.
Yes, I just want to call to say we are so excited here in Germany to welcome the governing council that's coming to Munich.
Okay.
We can't wait for this day. You see, we are so excited to welcome His Excellency Teseko Ayuk Julius and his delegation.
Okay.
You see, we just want to say thank you for everything, for giving us this privilege to visit us here in Germany, in Munich.
Wonderful.
So we are waiting for this day. Friday is the D-Day. We shall all be there.
Wonderful.
To welcome this to say thank you for the job that you guys are doing.
Wonderful.
To say we are behind you people. We support you people. We are behind. We have to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. And I think we'll use this opportunity to announce that His Excellency Sisiko Ayoktabe and members of the Governing Council and leadership are doing a world tour. They're reaching out to our people in whichever cities they will be coming. Let there be an opportunity to reach out to them, to make your contributions, to make your inputs and support them. To my brother from Munich, thank you so much. He's looking forward to that visit. Hello, caller. Next caller, hello. We lost that caller. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. As soon as you have the line, please just give us your name, location, and pass your message or question. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good evening, caller.
Yeah, good evening. I'm calling from Cameroon, from the home side of Ambazonia.
Wonderful. Carry on.
Yeah, my name?
Yes, greetings. Carry on.
Yes, I'm getting you, sir.
Good. We can hear you 5 on 5 in the studio. Very nice to hear from you, my brother, in Amberland, in the homeland.
We are very, very excited.
Wonderful.
We count on you people.
Thank you. And as you say that, the leaders of our movement, in the governing council, the heads of countries and the executives all over the world hear you. You count on the diaspora to play their part as you play your part in the homelands. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller.
We give you 100% support.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. We're glad to hear from you. We're always very glad to hear from our citizens in the homelands. Yes, carry on, please.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. God bless you. God bless Amberland. 39 days to free. All right. Our lines are still open. If you look at the screen, you have the number. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. All right. I think we lost that caller. Citizens, remember that today is National Mourning Day for the citizens of our land that lost their lives to the road accident. Our lines are still open. The Governing Council, after the visit to South Africa, is doing a world tour through Europe and the US. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. All right. We're struggling to get that caller. We want you to pray for Comrade Asa Patrick Dango and the 11 apostles of our struggle as they continue to be holed up in a bunker. We have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good evening, caller. You're very clear. Carry on, please.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, brother. You're very clear. Carry on.
Hello.
We hear you very clearly, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. Please carry on.
Yeah, I'm calling from Cameroon.
All right.
Yes, and I don't. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you very clearly. Please carry on. You're very clear.
I'm just, I thank God I have been all this while.
Wonderful.
I thank God most of you are talking about God. I just want to reiterate your consciousness on some two things.
Okay.
I study so much in the Bible, Moses and...
Okay. We can hear you. Carry on.
Yes, Moses and David, how they did and faced their Goliath. So I'm expecting, I'm strongly behind you to see you in Cameroon, confront your Goliath like David, and face your Pharaoh like Moses. So that's just a contribution I have.
Thank you.
Junior is my name from.
Thank you so much, brother. We cannot wait to pack away from the diaspora and come back home to Amberland and build a nation together. We have another caller on the line. Thank you, brother. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Please carry on. Yes, you are very clear in studio. Please carry on. Carry on, please. We can hear you. Hello, how are you doing? All right. I think we're having connectivity problems with that caller.
I'm calling from Cameroon, Amberland.
Oh, you're calling from Amberland. Yes, please carry on. You're welcome. Carry on.
Hello, how are you doing? I'm fine. I'm in Samongari. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. Carry on, please.
Hello?
You are very clear in studio. Please carry on.
Okay, I'm calling from Samongari, just in one subdivision.
Oh, Samongari. Wow.
I was reflecting on the good town issue.
Okay.
So it will worry us, but I wonder how tomorrow will look like. Our market here always, we always have our market days is Wednesday.
Okay.
I wonder how tomorrow is going to look like.
Okay.
We all reacted. We have been following up the good town. The Mondays were favorable to us.
Okay.
But this one, we have no choice rather than to obey it.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, I don't know how we are really going to manage. But it is a little bit disturbing, but we are going to manage.
Thank you.
I think we will just have to. Yes, we just have to obey.
Thank you, brother.
So many people are complaining. We depend here on farming, and we depend on those who come from Bamenda and buy our own food crops here. That's really what we depend on. But anyhow, they may come and buy 6 a.m. in the morning, and by 7 p.m. in the evening, they will be leaving.
Yes.
I don't know. We just have to manage. We will cope. Yes. Though October is not far. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We are enjoying your ways, the way you are approaching the restoration. We are following up, and we are keeping up to the route. Yes.
Thank you, brother.
It's a very good job people are doing, and we give you all the support.
Thank you.
100%. Yes, that's what I just wanted to say.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm glad you understand that this is going to inconvenience our people. In a struggle, we must not be comfortable. If you're comfortable, you can never go to where you want to go. If you want to build, you must destroy. Would like you to just reflect on our people in the bunker, reflect on Agbo Bala, Dr. Fontaine, Justice Aya, and so on. We must do it for them. Hello, caller. Good evening, caller.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, good evening.
Evening, how are you doing?
Fine, sir.
Wonderful. Carry on, please. I think you have a TV on. You want to switch it off, please? Carry on.
Hello?
We can hear you. Carry on, please. I think you have your TV on. If you could switch it off, that would assist. Citizens of Amberland, we have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Good evening.
Hello?
How are you doing?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Please carry on.
Yeah, this is Mr. Abongo calling from the BLM.
Wonderful.
Thanks very much for the struggle. We are seeing for the struggle. We are seeing. Thank God for everything, sir. So we hold it tight here. Even the newspaper in Cameroon Tribune said that the BLM is 400% to the ghost town. So we hold it tight. 3 corner measure, no store open.
Yes.
Even the taxi and the candle that run Chamfontaine. Yeah, they are not even passing here. So we are very grateful for everything. By God's grace, everything shall move. We shall meet in Buya by God's grace.
Wonderful.
Pray for those who are in prison. The Tomeba, Agoba, Macho BBC, and Ayapo, They are praying for them. They will release them by God's grace.
Absolutely.
Thank you for calling.
My brother from Lebielem, so good to hear from you. I'm glad to know you pronounced that the ghost town will be Mami, 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 Wata ghost towns. Let's not forget that. Thank you. We must continue. We have another caller on the line as we pray for our leaders. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You are very clear, sir. Please carry on.
I'm Paul.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. You are very clear. Please carry on.
No, I'm calling from Bamenda, from Ambala.
All right.
I just want to thank you people for the job you people are doing.
Thank you.
I just want to thank you people for the job you people are doing.
Wow, thank you so much, brother. You know, those two words, thank you, are the greatest things you can give a human being. We thank you so much from Amberland, Bamenda. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Fine, I'm calling from Amberland, Boya,
Oh,
County.
Beautiful. Carry on, my brother.
Yes, I want to really appreciate the enormous contributions you are doing.
Okay.
And I want to thank you so much for your information as the spokesperson for Africa.
Okay.
And you are feeding us with the most and the most development from the governing council. We appreciate that so much because information is power.
Okay.
And because we have taken up ourselves to either to have the antenna installed and have the information right from the first hand, that makes us in the same resonance with you guys in the governing council.
Absolutely.
We want to also appreciate that the governing council is able to listen to his people, to their plight, and meet up to their needs.
Absolutely.
I think some of our little children, some of us and our children may have not even known what was the news.
Yes.
People made it a day of national mourning.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great call for us that the government has us at heart.
Yeah.
And we are actually the government, and we are participating in nation building at now.
Yeah.
So I want to thank so much for all that people are doing there in the governing council.
Yeah.
That we are strongly behind you people, and we are wishing for that days to count down up to the 0.
Yeah.
And then we'll move to the Independence Square in Boya and raise the Amazonian flag, which is our dream come true, which we know that will be possible because we count on our Lord Jesus Christ to lead us there. Because when Goliath stood, as one of the callers said, nobody knew that David could bring him down.
Yeah.
So our God is a good and a great God, and he will bring the giant enemy of the Republic down onto his knees, and will cut off the head as the cut off the one of Goliath.
Yes.
And bury it, and never more to see that enemy in our face again.
Yes.
That is what Jesus can do for us.
Yes.
We should hope and count on him and know that he will do exceedingly and abundantly for us.
Yes.
Therefore, we need not be afraid.
Yes.
Yes. And we'll pass through the valleys of the shadow of death.
Yes.
And he will continue to lead us.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
My brother, thank you so much. You talk like a prophet. You really talk like one. You say, we are the people, we shall govern, and we shall go to Boya, and at Independence Square, we'll host a flag. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I'm calling from
Okay.
I'm calling from La Republic.
Okay, please carry on. Wow, we would like to hear from you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, this problem is like children of this from this. And we keep the after of the president of La Republic, Paul Biya, is just reacting like a pharaoh. Always resistant.
Yes.
To know that we are the truth, that God has decided to take us out of La Republic.
Yes.
So I just want to advise some of our brothers here in La Republic. They want to move out, but they are picking out what they are taking vested in this land, and they are looking at them. They don't want to abandon everything and go forward.
Yes.
So I just want to advise them that it's time we should not look back like the children of Israel. We just have to decide and go up to inherit our hometown.
Yes.
So thank you.
My brother, thank you so much. We're having so many prophets calling tonight into studio. Our brother said something wonderful, that as we cross the Red Sea, as we cross this sea of servitude over 57 years, brothers and sisters in La République du Cameroon, do not look back. Look forward to the amber promise of hope. Look forward to a brighter future for your children's children. Thank you so much, brother. God bless you. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller.
I am calling from Kumbu, from Amala.
Wow, the land of the warriors. I greet you, brother.
I just want to let you know that our new SGO here called for a serious meeting here. And what he told people was just to order them to resume school.
Okay.
And he was not asking them. And I want you to, before you leave that studio, you should remember the parent that they should not hear him.
Yes.
It's all over Northwest, not only Kumbu.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother and warrior from Kumbu. We would like to reiterate from the governing council that there will be no schools resuming in the southern Cameroons until further notice. We call upon all school-going kids, students. We call upon teachers and our parents and all our citizens to remain focused. We are almost crossing the Red Sea. The governing council, through our educational board, will announce an educational alternative that gives us a future. So there will be no schools resuming in the southern Cameroons when La République du Cameroon announces for their own schools to resume. But remember, you need to buy a whistle. You need to buy a white cloth. And on the day they announce that school should begin, tie the white cloth on all the trees around your house, on your fence, on your gates, and stay indoors. Remember, our struggle is non-violent. At 5 p.m. that afternoon, we shall come out with our whistles, blow them loud, and take over the town, sing songs of joy to our Lord. There will be no schools, and our people have said so, and so shall it be. Thank you, brother. We have another caller. Hello, caller. We lost that caller. We have another caller. Hello, caller. Good evening, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. I think that will be the first lady for tonight. Good evening, my sister or mother. How are you?
Hello.
Good evening, my sister or mother. Please carry on.
Yes. This is Nayon calling from Boya.
Okay.
I just want to say, I want to thank you so much. I said I must say this today because I, for one, I've always been a unionist. But for the many times that I've watched you on SCBC, you have finally convinced me. And right now, from a unionist to a nationalist, I want to say long live Amazonia. Thank you very much.
My sister from the capital of the southern Cameroons, Boya, you bless my day. You bless the day of the governing council. You bless the day of our struggle. We thank you so much, and we call on many of our people with love to join the nationalists because Amberland is our country and only us can free it. My sister, God bless you. Yes, we have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. It looks like we lost that caller. We ask all our citizens to continue to pray and worship, for our fight is an appointed fight. Hello, caller.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Hello? Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Please carry on.
Hello?
We can hear you very clearly, sir. Carry on. We lost that caller. You'd please try and call again. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Good evening, caller.
Hello.
Caller, we can hear you clearly. 5 on 5. Carry on. We lost that caller. You could please call back again. We have another caller. Hello, caller. Please carry on, caller.
Hello.
Hello, caller. We can hear you. Carry on.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Please carry on.
Hello.
Please carry on. You are very clear.
Hello.
We can hear you clearly.
Good evening, sir. I just want to thank you all and appreciate you for your great job. Well done to move the struggle forward. Then, I have this proposal I wish to make, sir.
Okay.
Regarding the upcoming U.S. Assembly in New York.
Yes.
Yeah, I read it through the media. They are like trying to encourage those Ambazonians in the U.S. to sit in camp for the 1-week session of the Congress.
Yes.
So for the UN meeting. So I'm appealing to the governing council to also encourage every single Ambazonian in the diaspora, be it from Africa, from Asia, Europe, and the Americas, to also join the fellow compatriots in the U.S. to sit in camp in every UN office around the globe, wherever they are located.
Wow. Wow.
I believe this will create and it will give an impetus, a push for the UN when they will start receiving call from their meeting in the U.S. that there are certain groups of people here in China, here in Cyprus, here in Morocco, gathering outside for the past 2, 3, 4 days, striving for the restoration of the statehood. I believe that we really call a kind of call for concern for those seated at the UN Assembly to really put a big eye onto our problem.
My brother, thank you so much for that proposal. I connect with it almost immediately. I think it's a wonderful weapon we must use. The head of state, His Excellency Sisiku, is hearing you right now, and we will follow up with that. In the same vein, we call upon our people to make contributions, because this is our struggle.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Wonderful proposal.
Have a blessed day. Yeah.
Thank you. What a wonderful night we're having. So to all Amba citizens around the world, you heard from the Amba warrior that you must dress up in your Amba regalia with your flags and ensure that you sit in front of all UN offices in the different countries where you are, so that the United Nations, whether they like it or not, puts a plight on their agenda. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Caller, can you hear me?
Hello.
Caller, good evening. How are you doing?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Please carry on.
Hello.
Please carry on. We can hear you clearly in studio. Please carry on. Oh, we lost the caller. You could call back. We have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Caller,
Hello.
good evening. You are so clear. Carry on.
Well, I just want to say this to all people in Ambaland.
Okay.
I want to let them know that there are so many students who were supposed to go back to school.
Yeah.
They are in Konangi.
Mm-hmm.
So many parents who were supposed to send their children to school, they are in Konangi.
Yeah.
And the rest of the people who are not in Konangi are forcing to go back to school.
Yeah.
It feels nonsense.
Yeah.
They should take their time. Because our anger will make them to be irritated. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I think your anger echoes through the microphone and the people can hear. And we send a message to the Ambaland, to our citizens, that no general releases his or her troops to go to war without a clear strategy. There is a strategy to liberate us, and liberation we will get. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Yes.
Caller, we can hear you. Carry on.
From my Kondo City.
All right. From Kondo City, if I heard you clearly, just lift up the voice a little bit.
Yes, I'm getting you, sir.
Good. Carry on,
Can you
please.
get me now?
Yes, yes, you are clear. Carry on.
Yes, I want to say in this Kondo observing.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay. I'm struggling to get you clearly. Sorry, we lost that caller. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Caller, you're very clear. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Please carry on.
Thank you, sir. I'm calling from Gabon.
Wow, from Gabon. Amazing. Talk to your people.
Yes, thank you, sir. I'm calling Eringa Abatako from Gabon.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I just wish to say a big thank to the governing body.
Okay.
We are so very happy to see that the struggle is moving forward and forward.
Okay.
And we are doing our utmost best to come up also with an association.
Wonderful.
That will push the struggle forward.
Wonderful.
The speech today was so awesome.
Wonderful.
I'm here with my friends, my brothers and sisters from Ambalan.
Okay.
We are so overwhelmed with all what people are doing from the State House, and we know that 1st of October is our day.
Definitely.
And we are ready to resist
Wonderful.
the La Republic
Wonderful.
by all costs.
Yes.
We thank you very much.
Thank you,
we
brother.
are solidly behind you people.
Thank you, brother.
And we know that day is coming where we will laugh again. I will say thank you, Jesus. May God bless all of you.
Thank you.
Especially the President.
Thank you.
His Excellency Cisco Ayotabe.
Thank you.
And to you also.
Thank you.
Mr. Milton Taka. We are so grateful. And all the other members
Yes.
in the State House. May God bless you.
Thank you.
And give you the grace. We are solely behind people.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. We're very, very, very happy when we get words of encouragement from our people. We encourage our brothers of Gabon to form that association tonight. Don't wait to get 100 people. My lesson in leadership says, whether you're 3 or 4, you have a vision. Form an AMBA association in your house with your family members. Call it AMBA, whichever country. That is the spirit. We don't need 100 people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you. Grateful.
Thank you. And that message goes to our citizens in all other countries. Unite around the leadership. Make contributions. Let's push the struggle forward. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Caller, good evening.
Hello.
Caller, greetings. Greetings.
Hello.
Caller, you are very clear in studio. Greetings. Please carry on.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, caller, we can hear you clearly. Carry on, please. Oh, it's unfortunate we lost that caller. You could call back. Yes, our lines are still open. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. We lost that caller. The lines are still open. The Amber Dream is the reason why we are fighting. Hello, caller. The Amber Promise.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening, my brother.
It's from Mandala.
Okay, carry on.
I'm so much happy you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Effort.
Thank you, sir.
The two speeches this night caused me to think of maybe investing in the lives of those that want to have this satellite, because everybody with this ditch will have more information and sweet thoughts that can actually encourage us to know that there is hope.
Okay.
Most especially the of taking God ahead and still speaking on prayers. I genuinely want to say God will see us through.
Thank you.
This is Barrister. I just have that alias name. I don't want to disclose myself because the politicians in our area see some of us as blacklegs. But God will help us.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. You call my name.
Okay. Thank you.
Good
night. Thank you so much, brother. And I think we have a lot of pouring of prayers and glory to our God, who is the pillar of our struggle. Let's continue to put this struggle in prayers because God will take us through. Hello, caller. Good evening, caller. We greet you. Hello, caller. All right. We are struggling to get that caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, you are very clear. Please carry on.
Hello. This is Jason from Bafusam.
Oh, from Bafusam. Okay, in La Republic. Please carry on.
Yeah. Just want to say that we are with you. Carry on. We love what you are doing.
Okay.
And this is proof. This is proof that we are a country, and we must assert our position as a country.
Oh yes.
And restore our independence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are with you 100%.
Thank you, brother.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
And my prayer is that God will grant us the victory that we so desire and deserve.
Yes.
So that we can, aspire and also get the country that we really want.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
My brother, thank you so much. We're getting so many prophetic callers tonight. Ambazonia is definitely the David that will bring down the Goliath. My people, we have told you that non-violence is the tool that will bring down Yaoundé. And let's continue in prayers and worship, and our God is on our side. We thank our people in the homelands, wherever you are, for the wonderful job you're doing. We thank you for watching SCBC as well. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, caller.
Yeah, I'm Paul Tamanjaza. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Are you getting me?
Very clearly, comrade. Hello? We hear you very clearly. Carry on.
Yeah, what I want to say that is the fight we are fighting is not a fight with somebody, but it's God who has done it for us.
Oh, yes.
And we are putting everything that you are working there, putting in God's hands who has done it. That this thing that we are going on is for the good for all the West Cameroonians.
Oh, yes.
That tomorrow our children will be able to stand.
Yes.
And be able to do their work according to as a country.
Yes.
So we are pleading with all of you that you should go ahead, the touch is with you.
Thank
the
you.
Holy Spirit is with you.
Thank
and
you.
nothing can shake us. On that day, come that day.
Yes.
We come out from this mess.
Yes.
And we stand firm in Jesus' name.
Amen. We all answer in the studio. Amen. The Holy Spirit is moving around our land tonight. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Caller, good evening. Greetings.
This is Ilangwe speaking.
Okay.
We want to congratulate you people.
Okay.
For the wonderful effort you people are doing out there.
Okay.
We want to assure you that we are perfectly behind you.
Thank you.
Actually, I am calling from Victoria.
Oh, all right. Interesting. Pretoria,
whatever the case,
Pretoria in South Africa.
They think that where we are quiet,
Okay.
Because they want to finish us at home.
Okay.
So we are happy that you as the diaspora are working very hard.
Okay.
And we shall make it.
Okay.
God is with us. We are praying back home and we are sure everything will be fine.
Most certainly. Most certainly in Jesus' name.
The 39 days to October 1, we are watching strongly.
Oh, yes. The countdown.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much. Keep up.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you, comrade from Amberland. Thank you so much for watching. It's 39 days to the day when we'll re-establish our independence and live in a free land that is ours, where the people shall govern. And nobody can stop that. We thank all of you who are making an effort, making a contribution, sacrificing money, taking care of our people in need, the lawyers, the teachers. We thank you for those of you teaching our children. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Caller, we hear you. Good greetings. Oh, we lost that caller. You could call back, caller. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller. We lost that. We have another caller. The lines are busy. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Caller, you are very clear. Greetings.
Hello. You are getting me?
Yes, we can get you clearly. Please carry on.
Calling from Bamenda.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, please carry on. Calling from Bamenda. Okay.
I'm appreciating what you are doing.
Thank you.
Hello. Are you getting me?
We are getting you very clearly. Please carry on.
So I want to thank you for what you are doing.
Okay.
You are giving us inspiration here in Bamenda. Though we are in crisis, but we appreciate what you are doing. Thank you very much.
We thank you so much. And what you are seeing is just a bit of like when we free our country. We've called it Amber Promise. It would truly be a Singapore in Africa. It would be a Kuwait in Africa. And to our viewers and citizens, we have 5 minutes to the end of the press conference. Keep the calls coming. We can take 2 more calls. We have a call on the line. Hello, caller. Caller, can you hear me? Hello, caller. All right, I am struggling. I cannot get the caller clearly. We have another caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Caller, I greet you. Good evening. Greetings. How are you?
Thank you. I'm getting what you are saying, sir.
Wonderful. Please carry on. Oh, sorry, we lost that caller. We will then be able to take one last caller. And that would be the last caller for the night. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Caller, you are very clear. Evening, sir. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. And you?
Very fine, thank you. You're very clear. Please carry on.
Okay, this is Aaron calling. I want to this side part.
All right, it's unfortunate the line could hear Aaron, but we could hardly hear what Aaron said. I'm hoping we can still get one last caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, caller, you are very clear. Greetings, please carry on.
I'm calling from Amberland.
Oh, please carry on, my brother.
Okay, I know that some of you in the diaspora are still doubting. Some of our leaders, they are still doubting.
Yes.
Even some of us here in the village. I want to assure you that this our struggle is God given.
Yes.
From the beginning. If that God can hear people's cries,
yes,
you just know that everything is all truth. Even you are a small boy.
Yes.
Or you just know that everything is true. There's no politics in this our struggle.
Yes.
So you should be assured that nothing can stop us from going down to Buya.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
My brother, thank you so much. To all Southern Cameroon citizens, to all Ambazonian citizens, to all of you in a different movements, in the consortium, in Maurice, in the SCNC, in SCACUF, all of you that identify with different country formations in the AGC, we give you thanks for whatever role you are playing. We want to reassure our people again that this is the crossover period, 39 days to our Liberation Day, the 1st of October. So let's all remember that for us to free our country, we all will have to sacrifice. And the test and the quality of your sacrifice over the last 39 days must be better than anything you've done before now. And while we sacrifice, especially those of us that have not yet been kidnapped by this criminal and terrorist colonizer, we ask upon you to remember our leaders. Remember Mancho BBC. Remember the Coffin Revolution and why he led it. Remember the words of Akbar Bala when he said on their own TV that we will ask you for federation and you call it a crime. When you come begging for it, we will tell you it is too late. Remember the wise words of the architect of our struggle, Dr. Fontem Neba. Remember the courage and determination of our different leaders. Leaders like Penn, leaders like Mr. Ndango. Remember the courage and determination of all our people scattered around the homelands, who are able to stand up and remember that even if it means the last breath of their life, they will not give up until Amberland is free. From the Governing Council this night, we say thank you to all of you who observed Monday the 21st and commemorated the pain and anguish that the citizens of our country around the Lake Nyos region suffered 31 years ago and are still awaiting support that certainly can only be offered to them by the government of the people, by the people for the people, the government of Ambazonia. We thank our people who today observe the National Day of Mourning for victims that fell to the brutal death due to the terrible route, the handiwork of this criminal government, the death traps that have killed a lot of our people. We give thanks again to all of you across our national territory who are preparing for the Mami Water Ghost Town of tomorrow. Let the message go to Yaoundé that the people have spoken. The only way you can speak is to make sure you stay at home. Not even a fowl should be on our roads. Yaoundé would know that Ambazonian people are one people with one power, and that no amount of the corruption of the colonizer can break us apart. We want you to continue to pray for our struggle, pray for our leaders, pray for His Excellency Sisiku as he travels the world to reach out to our people and preach a message of peace. And in Sisiku's own words, he says, do not point a finger even to the nationalists or the federalists, for they are just rough diamonds on the way to be converted into true nationalists, and the bridge you would use to move them from their places of islands into where our people are converging would be knowledge. Many of our people do not yet know our history. Like the last caller yet said, do not yet know that we have always been a country we were just suppressed and assimilated without a will, and that we have taken back our power, and that this is the hour of people power. That nobody can stop it because Boya is real, the Amba promise is real, and God that brought this struggle to us will take us through to Boya. I thank you all, and God bless you.
Hail this land of glory, we the Ambazonians pledge our loyalty. Praise to our Savior who granted us our freedom, and legends to the heroes who bowed the lonely Diablo. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Yeah. you.